Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. There's this general saying about having always holding brief for your umunnes and umunnas, especially having meetings with them. That if eventually matters get escalated, it's still the same umunnas and the nages that will come to your rescue or even get your back when the time matters the most. And that brings us to this very interesting news that is happening in Southeast. But before we go to the newspaper to find out what all this is all about, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, for a very long while now, UGM have been, going about doing what they have been known for a while now, and this has caused, the Nigerian police force to have ordered immediate withdrawal of personnel attached to governors, senators, public office holders, and high-profile persons in the southeast. This was a decision reached following the incessant attacks on police formations and officers officers of the law in that region. The directive was contained in the police wireless message shared, and the signal containing the information was dated 101054/05/2021 and with reference number 0900/DTS/VOL47/812 and issued by the Commissioner of Police, that's DOP's Asaba Delta State. It said, sequel to the incessant attacks on policemen, snatching of arms and ammunition by proscribed IPOB ESN elements in the eastern states of Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo State and Rivers, Compos DOPS directs you one personnel that escorts of their personnel to the six eastern state is suspended forthwith, not longer allowed. Let's continue. Said until security situation improves, ensure strict compliance, please. That's saying this. But let's continue with the news. Said according to the publication, the acting spokesperson of the Delta State Police Command, DSP Edafe Bright, confirmed validity of the wireless message but noted that it was not meant for the press. Firstly, the message that was sent out is not for press, so I don't know how it got to you. Secondly, it is for policemen attached to VIPs not to escort their men to any part of the eastern states. So if they are traveling and they are traveling towards that route, don't even go. By the directives, they are saying if your principals are going towards any other place, you can follow them. But if they are heading towards Imo, Enugu, Anambra, Abia, and Bayelsa, Ebonyi, Rivers, Ebonyi, don't go. Tell them that they have given you the directive not to move there. That's exactly what it's all about. But let's continue. So the southeast and some parts of the south regions have recently witnessed series of attacks on police stations, prison facilities, and killing of police and other security personnel. Last weekend, a total of 10 police officers were brought down in Rivers and Akwa Ibom State, while vehicles and buildings were burnt. The police are insisting that members of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB) and their security unit, the Eastern Security Network (ESN), are responsible for the attacks, even though the group led by Nnamdi Kanu are persistently in their denial. This has sparked a lot of reaction, of course. Now, a lot of persons are wondering why Southeast. They have explained why it is Southeast simply because for a long while now, UGM have been, picking their members, picking the security personnel member. But let's look at this critically before we look at what others are saying on social media. But let's look at what this whole thing entails. Don't forget that Ibubagu was recently launched. We do not know how far their trainings are, so we do not know how well they are security conscious, how security wise they are alert. So now telling that all of a sudden any of these guys who have attachment to their principal, does it also mean that the likes of this is really serious, so the likes of Governor David Umahi will no longer have police orderlies? I will no longer have security personnel that is of police formation attached to him or to his household? Does it also mean that the five governors of the southeastern region will no longer have police, manning their name or securing their lives and property. A lot of ifs and what and buts. If that is the case, then does it not mean that automatically means that henceforth with the police will no longer be guarding our governors in the southeast, because other regions have no problem. It's just the five regions, the five states in southeast. And it's even so bad that they're saying that if for any reason your principal, whether it's a governor or it's a senator or it is or excuse me please, whether it's a governor or a senator or it's even a VIP and he's heading towards the southeast, he said don't follow him. Tell him, sorry sir, I have information, I've been informed or directed not to follow you to this particular five states in this region. But once they come out of that southeastern region, they can follow back. Which means if outsiders are given that instruction, don't follow them into this. Does it mean those inside the southeast, that's the police officers manning the governors, the senators in southeast, are also affected? If they are affected, then there's a problem. What it means is that the only sure security they will rely on, apart from spiritual security, of course, is the security using the army or any other form of it, because the Bubago is not even strong enough to protect them. I feel that when they form a Bubago one, Bubago is not just recently they formed it. So it's not long. I don't think they even have the classified wherewithal security prowess to be able to protect such high-ranking profile politicians like the senators, the governors, and the VIPs. So there's a situation in their hands. Now, if for any reason, I'm just looking at this, see why it's good to have what we call security policing, community policing. At least by the time the police formation says they don't want to give you the personnel anymore, you can fall back on your people, on your vigilante that you have created. You can fall back on your own, your locals, your owners that you have already put into vigilante, put into security formation. So as soon as they look at, okay, there's no more security, your locals, your indigenous will come and protect you, because they've been formally trained and they know that bringing down their own, bringing down their boss, or bringing down their governor, their senator, their VIP is a slap to their person. So they will guard them with their lives. Have you now seen how important it is to carry your people along? But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians very quickly over this. This one here is saying, the activities and actions of FG is provocative to citizens. If military approach didn't work in the northeast, why do you think it will work in other regions? Change the approach, please. This one here is saying, the governors are entitled to police in the constitution, so accept it, please. This one here is saying, this is not a right decision. This insecurity they are talking about started in the north long time ago. Police escort is not withdrawn there. So yes, one Nigeria in progress. Carry on. Oh, that's a good one. This, have you heard what this one is saying? That even though in the north things are happening, they've never will withdraw a police orderly. But that's because in the north, really, they have never really targeted police officers. They've not targeted the police stations or correctional center. That's always been arbitrary. Let's meet in that conversation, please. What's